Hey, it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. And we're looking at and diving in a little bit more in depth in terms of the concept of self-trust. And is functioning really allowed when you're in a relationship with a narcissist or a psychopath? And I do group these together because I do think the resulting experience is similar for those other individuals, depending on the degree of the spectrum of how severe the narcissist or the psychopath is. Now, realize that, the distinguishing features of the narcissist is that there's pathological self-importance combined with a lack of empathy, which creates an unfair advantage, in an unlevel playing field when you're in a relationship with them. It gives them a sense of entitlement. It can be very sardonic, very sort of dark in terms of, they might be fun to be with, but you're always the butt of the joke. And a whole host of other issues that come with someone who is narcissistic in terms of their lack of empathy and their callousness to you and not allowing you to fully function when you're with them. So that's what we're kind of zooming in on. And then when you talk about, being with a psychopath, people really end up giving up, and abandoning themselves and abandoning their self-trust because they've essentially been taken over. They've been taken over by this person, much the way a fraudster would take over a bank account or somebody's identity. It really does get to the core of their being. But yet, I have good news, the being is still alive. So they can't really destroy you. They will attempt. And oftentimes you might be crawling out for your safety and security just to get back functioning again. So we're going to really focus in and zoom on that here in this video and really kind of looking at the experience of being able to trust yourself. So when you are with someone who is constantly berating you, criticizing you, your talents, your flow, your gifts, who you are, what it is that you wear, what you say, what you create, what you make, even if it's it's well acknowledged in school. So in other words, things with which you're trying to do to get yourself ahead, the cut underneath the knee, the jab to the gut, the slap to the face, the pull of the hair, the yank of the ear. They're all going to try to take you down. And especially, and where you're at, they all have different ways of making you feel less than. So they're trying to promulgate an inferiority complex within you. And why is this? Because with a narcissist, you can either, how can you be a light? You can either work on and expand and grow your light to become brighter, more vibrant, more alive, and really kind of fuel yourself and fuel your fire and kind of relax into that life, which is your truth, your purpose, your being, your higher power. You feel like you're running on all cylinders. Your life is functioning. You're not doubting yourself. You have a sense of certainty and joy, and you're able to do what it is you want without fear of being jabbed at, slapped in the face, cut underneath the knee, head slammed in the door, whatever it is this person is doing to you psychologically, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Or are you, then in a position where you're not able to function because this person is overpowering you? So that's what the narcissist does. Is it easier to, brighten your light, or do you become brighter by dimming the light of others? So in other words, if you can dim the light of others, then you are the only one who's left shining. Do you see how the narcissist works? So that is how the narcissist will work. They brighten themselves by dimming others. And so they will often do that by causing self-doubt and lack of self-trust. You cannot trust yourself. You cannot be yourself. And as they say, in God we trust. And the God is within you. You need to really get that and feel that wherever you are in your spiritual journey, your psychological journey, your physical journey, you need to realize that there's a wave, an energy, a being, a calling for attention that you can rely on and trust. And that doesn't exist within somebody else. It exists within yourself. The kingdom of heaven is within, they might say. let's call it internal real estate, where God is aligning within you and giving you that tingling, that power, that excitement, that joy. Oh my God, I'm excited. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to go to that farm and see those horses, or I can't wait to see that movie, or I can't wait to make that painting, or I can't wait to catch that fish. I can't wait, to make that deck. I can't wait to build that house. I can't wait to fix that car. I can't wait to learn this. I can't wait to go there. I can't wait to travel. The things that you get excited and juice for and excited, having that and not feeling guilty, that is where the narcissist is going to cut you down. Something where you're in your shining moment, they're going to cut it. They'll go, nope, not for you. This is for me. And then they're going to carry the torch, steal the thunder, grab the gauntlet, if you will, take away your shiny cup. Nobody is drinking from the cup of life anymore. No one is, your heart is no longer beating. Their heart is the only one that's beating. And eventually you get sick of just observing and being like a groupie to their endeavors, whatever it is. That's what the rock star, the narcissist, the financial mogul, the politician, that's what all they want. They want groupie status from all those people around them. They want to throw water on them, whatever it is that they're going to do, throw watermelon, throw foam, whatever it is that they are throwing you to dim your light, they're going to throw it. They're going to put whatever it is on you to make you feel yucky, miserable, anxious, doubting yourself. Your ideas aren't good enough. Your jokes aren't funny enough. Your smile isn't big enough. Your hair isn't long enough. Your hair is too short. Your shoes are too high. Your shoes are too flat. Your furniture is not nice enough. There's always going to be an aspect of criticism. Why open up the door to this? Why invite self-doubt? Why invite anxiety? Why invite this energy into your being, into your heart? Eventually, you're going to say, nice to meet you, but I've got to go. Bye-bye. And then, you wish them well on their journey. They're a brother and sister to you in light, whether it's your parent or an older or younger person. They're still a creation of God, but, you just allow them to go, and, there's no place for you here. There is no dwelling place for you here. There is zero place. When you get down to it and you really are, there is no place for anxiety. Enough is enough. It's already breaking me down. It's breaking me to the point of I cannot function. There is no place for you here. You are not allowed. There is a zero tolerance for being undercut, treated in this way. I refuse. It's putting your foot down and saying, no more. I've had enough. I will have no more of this. That is it. I'm not subjugating myself to this. I'm not subjecting myself to this. I'm not opening up my windows and allowing the crap to come in and fly on me. I'm not opening up the door and having, the parade of falseness come and enter my house of pleasure where I live, where I, experience the God presence in my higher self and I be myself. I am not tolerating that anymore. And then when you get to that rock bottom and you really say, it is what it is, enough is enough, no more, then you begin to become filled with the power to move forward. And you begin to say, you know what? I'm going to count on somebody, and that somebody is me. I have it. I've got myself. Contrary to what the narcissist has told you for years or decades, you have within you the strength and the resiliency to count on yourself, to be 100% responsible for your being, for your emotions, for what you're feeling. What you're feeling is within you. It's not within them. What you're feeling is housed within your own body. I'm not in great shape, but, this is my feelings, you have to understand, are within you. It is not within the other person. All your feelings, your perceptions are within. And so you have to control that and begin to say, you know what? The time is now. I'm going to trust myself. And if you're with a psychopathic person who completely overtakes you and really has you almost like a puppet, where they're controlling your emotions, and largely by fear and intimidation and gaslighting, to the 19th level, you need to get away and detox from this person and get away from this poisonous influence, and stop living from the delusion and that sort of addiction to being around them or needing to be around them, and not defining yourself, but or who you are by them. Begin to express yourself and give the smiles, the emojis, the thank yous, the I love yous, and be the way you want to be. The time is now. Chances are you've already wasted enough time. You've wasted enough of your life, to the struggle. You've paid your dues. It's time to really work on the recovery journal, the lessons learned. Okay, I'm slamming it down. I'm slamming down that chapter of my life. Enough is enough. I don't, no more figuring out. I've got it. And you need to just take off. It's time to put one foot in front of the other, line it up, get your feet a moving, get your thoughts a thinking, and just get moving forward away from this toxic influence. If you say, I can't, I'm going to stay with it, then accept that you're going to be stuck with this struggle for as long as you decide. And then, so if you accept that, then maybe you're accepting of that situation, no matter how horrible it might be for you, is what you need to accept. But until you really admit, this is no longer for me, I can't take this anymore, I'm going to surround myself with people who adore me, who love me, who allow me to trust myself and who do trust me and don't constantly barrage and pick fights. And I'm not at that level. I love being at the level where I'm at, where I trust myself. I am liberated and being able to count on myself, and I'm accountable to myself. Financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, no one else is going to pry in and take me over. My health, my finances, what I need to do for my health, for my future, for my spiritual life. I'm surrounding myself with people who will allow me to be and remind me of who I am, and in that trust, and then together you live in trust. And really the only trust for me is that of integrity. The only, and that is truth, and is doing the right thing. And it's keeping it simple and having fruition and life there, but you have to keep on the path long enough. It might take a week, it might take a month, it might take 5 months, it might take a year, it might take a year and a half, but otherwise you're going to snake up that trail to that place where you've wanted on your treasury mystery map. Your blueprint of life is now going to be blueprinted and formatted to take you where you want to go. It will be the miracle that's awaiting you, but you have to believe in miracles. You have to say, God, now is the time. If you say I can trust on you, show me a sign, show me the light. Let me feel the trust. Let me feel the trust within you and in me, and allow yourself to feel that trust of a higher presence, and just say, you know what, I'm ready to have a relationship with you now, and I accept you now into my life, and I want you to permeate my entire being. I want you, God, to take over my life now, because this other narcissist or psychopathic individual this is not the God source. This is evil. I do no longer want to become involved in that. I'm sick of playing those games. Please, God, please, higher power, God, Jesus, whoever you call it by name, you must, but say, please take over my life now. I want you to fill my cells, fill up my being with your presence, your trust, your love, and let me feel it unconditionally. And please let me know it. Please show it to me so I'll know for sure, and then I can count on you. And let me see it with my eyes. Let me feel it with my heart. Let me feel it with my being. Let me feel it on my skin. Let me know it for sure. Give me a sense of certainty that I am deserving and I am in your light. And please show it to me, and please bring it on. And as soon as you can invite that, and then you just continue to invite that, then you'll experience the self-trust, and you'll be able to feel it. And then it's hard oftentimes to say, people say, oh my God, and, they begin to live their life. And sometimes they're so shocked with the success that they want to backslide. They want to fall back. They want to go back into the lack of self-trust. They want to go to the distrust because it's been so memorized. It's been so healed, it's been so, they've been jabbed there so many times that they just go back to that kind of familial place. They go back to the arguments, erase it. It is, get it out, get it done. That is the mindset, that is the commitment that has to be taken place, and live in that space. Begin to promulgate and support yourself from that and that self-trust, and then begin to feel that, I must trust myself. I trust myself, and show me how I can do this. Show me where I am accountable. Show me where I'm responsible. Allow me. And people oftentimes are so afraid because they've never been reinforced that they are lovable. They have never been reinforced that they are accountable. They have never been reinforced in that way in their family, in their life, in their relationships. So it's so hard to go out. It's too good to, be true that you can support yourself and back yourself up and know your truth and see the results and the fruition of that and count on that and generate that within yourself. So oftentimes you need to go, wow, good job. And that's where the gratitude comes in, and then you are then indulged in moments of gratitude. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you so much for trusting me. And you develop that self-talk within you, which is now louder than the insults or the barrages or the hits that you have been jabbed at, because those are all designed to dim the light. Those are all designed to, fool you to where you are being played or being used by another person. So you're no longer, you're no longer in the ring with those people. I've stepped out of the ring. It's no longer, it's no longer pleasurable. It's no longer tolerated. It's no longer doable. You don't have to say you're sorry, but I am sorry. I gotta go. Bye, baby, bye. It's coming out, my heart is coming out now, and my heart, must live on. It must live on. And it's not, maybe I must do this. And when you know that, then you get the energy of conviction and commitment to move yourself forward. And you say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm painting that painting. Enough is enough. I'm getting that job. Enough is enough. I'm doing my workout. Enough is enough. I'm not drinking that anymore. I need to stop it all, or it's going to be stopped for me. Eventually, you're going to get to the rock bottom. And is that where you really want to go? Is that what you want for your life? Do you want to be that person? So let it go. Begin to trust in yourself and trust in God. Ask for a sign. Ask for them to show it to you, to give you confirmation that you're on the right path, that you're where you should be. And then allow yourself to continue. And it's an internal space where you count on and rely on. It is the invisible kind of energy, but it's the quantum field of energy that will heal you and will give you the trust and validation. You'll then be able to interact with the right people who will give you that validation that you've been seeking all the while. Allow life to surprise you. It is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. And I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.